for joining us tonight. All right.
Switch is up here.
Yeah. You hear me?
There we go.
Hear me okay?
Yep.
All right, cool. And then, yeah, just talk right into the mic when you're ready. All right, here we go. Stand by, everybody.
Talk show. Recorded live.
Good evening and welcome to Garden City Community Chat. This podcast is dedicated to promoting our community and yours, offering news you can use and much more. And now, Garden City Community Chat. Well, hello, Garden City. Hello to our neighbors in Westland, Dearborn Heights, Inkster, Redford, and Livonia. Thanks for joining us tonight. You are listening to Garden City Community Chat, show number 280 for February 25th, 2016. This is Garden City's only live podcast where we share news you can use and promote our community and yours. I'm your host, Kerry, and joining me tonight is our favorite weather guy. Oh, I don't see him. He's not in the chat room yet, so we'll have to wait. Hopefully, Tom's going to be joining us. He's not in there, but stand by. He will be. And he won't be in studio, so he'll be calling in tonight. And also joining us is our former Garden City councilman, fellow Kiwanian, fellow Commission on Aging member, and longtime resident of Garden City, Mr. Mike Jones. Mike, how you doing?
I'm excellent, Kerry, but I'm getting better, thanks.
Good, good. And our guest co-host for tonight is Mr. Michael Pack from Creative Soul Workshops. Michael, how you doing?
Great. I'm happy to be here.
Great. We'll be talking with Michael, and he's going to share with us what Creative Soul Workshops is and how you can become involved. Now, before we go any further, a bit of sad news to report. We were supposed to have Senator David Knisik with us tonight, but unfortunately his grandmother passed away today, so our condolences go out to the senator and his family this evening, and may she rest in peace. 97 years old, Mike.
Yeah.
So she led a long, long life. Now, as you know by now, Richard, while he is away tending to his new job in Westland, we try to have a co-host each week until his return. So Michael Pack is joining us tonight as our guest co-host. Now, if you'd like to join us here and be a co-host for the night, all you have to do is email us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com. And give us a call at 734-788-9319. We would love to have you here. Richard hopes to be back by the end of March, he's telling us. So
Oh, good.
we'll look forward to that.
Yeah, he's going to wait till the weather gets better.
Yeah, he wants to wait.
We know how much he likes being out in cold weather.
Oh, yeah, he loves that. Also, mark your calendars for next week's show, March 3rd, because Westland Mayor William Wild will be here to join us in studio, and we'll be talking to him about his city celebrating its 50th anniversary, 50 years. They're a fairly young city then.
Yeah.
Really. And then he'll be talking about whatever else he'd like to mention, so looking forward to that. And then on March 10th, we're going to have Brenda Zydik. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. She's the owner of Brenda's Butterfly Habitat.
Oh, wow.
She's going to be joining us. She wants to talk about a bill that was recently introduced in Lansing on making the monarch butterfly the state insect. Did you know that?
No.
So that's interesting. She actually just went to Mexico. I think she's back now. She wanted to go to Mexico where they all migrate down there, I guess.
Okay.
You know, the monarch sanctuaries and that. So that'd be kind of interesting.
That may get incorporated into one of Joe's gardening talks, too.
Yeah, I would imagine.
That's what they're trying to get.
Yeah,
He's trying to get Debbie to talk about plants or something that
right.
attract the monarchs.
Right. Today I had the opportunity to go to the business seminar that Tom Borg put on. The DDA sponsored that, and he wants to come on the show, so he's coming on back for a future show on marketing your business. You'll be interested in this. Marketing your businesses and how to advertise and get more customers. And he'll be answering any questions that you might have related to your business.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
He's good.
He is. He's very good. We've heard him several times. 2016 is going to be a big year for us here at the Chat Show. First, we're going to be celebrating our 6th year of being on the air here at TalkShoe, and that takes place on the June 9th show. And then on July 14th, we're going to be celebrating our 300th show, and we look forward to that. Look for more details about our 300th show as we move forward. I think we'll probably put together a little celebration. What do you think?
Yeah.
We did for the 100th and we did for the 200th.
Yeah.
There you have it, right?
Yeah. And don't forget, on top of all that, we have several great community events that will be taking place throughout the year, and we'll be announcing those for you, and also a presidential election. We don't want to forget that. Big, is it the Republican debate tonight?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm DVRing it.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so that's always entertaining
Oh,
listening
yeah.
to stuff.
Especially this
It's getting
election
close.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting down to the point where if somebody doesn't step forward pretty soon, Trump's going to have it.
I know it. He's going to run away with it.
Yeah, I think
He
so.
won big in Nevada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this next Tuesday will be critical, and then Michigan's the week after that.
Yep. So it's going to be a busy year for us around here. So going to be a lot of fun. Boy, I don't see Tom. I hope he calls in, but maybe he fell asleep. But I thought we'd get to him shortly, but if we're not, we'll skip weather tonight, and we'll get right to Michael Pack.
All right.
And then, as always, we're going to close the show out with Mike. He's got several announcements and events over there.
Yes, sir.
We always have plenty of those to go around. So sit back, grab your favorite beverage, and enjoy the show for the next 60 minutes or so. Should be a good one. Remember, we invite you to be a part of the conversation here tonight. If you like, all you have to do is call 1-724-444-7444 and enter the call ID 82757 followed by the pound sign. Or you can join us in our chat room by going online to TalkShoe.com and search for call ID 82757. We have several people in the chat room. Guess 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9. Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate that. That takes you right to our main show page where you're going to click on the large join in button. A window's going to open, sign in as a guest, and that's all there is to it. Once you're in the chat room, you can type your questions and comments at the bottom of the page, and you'll find our phone number and show ID there as well. You can also text your questions to us at 734-788-9319. And don't forget, if you can't join us here live tonight, we have that covered. All our shows are recorded, so you can catch us later at your convenience, which several of our listeners do, by going to our main show page, and you'll find all 280 shows listed over there in order, going all the way back to our very first show in 2010. And we are in iTunes. Just search for GC Community Chat. Now, the audio from tonight's show will be posted on our Facebook page at facebook.com/GCChat about 30 minutes or so after we sign off tonight, so please look for that. And if all that wasn't enough, Mike,
Yes, sir.
we're doing a live, unedited video of tonight's show, so you can put a face with the voice, and that will be made available sometime tomorrow on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/communitychatshow. Please look for that, and while you're there, why not subscribe to the channel? That way you'll be notified when we post future shows. All right, I see Doppler Tom is on the phone. How you doing?
I know, it was like perfect timing, but I don't know.
You had me nervous
I don't
there,
know
buddy.
if you were. How am I doing? I'm exhausted. That's what I am. I've spent such a busy
I bet.
24 to 36 hours here in Michigan.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
But,
Well, let's get you in here. We'll cue up the music, and we're going to get you in here right away and talk about
Okay.
this crazy weather. Okay, let's get a check on the weather with Doppler Tom, see what he has in store for the rest of this week and the weekend. Tom, what do you have for us? Hey, is this done now or what?
This is done now, but it's been pretty interesting here in Michigan the last 24 hours. I don't know if interesting is what people want me to describe this as, but from a weather's point of view, it's been pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But we'll
This
get
was a
into
tough
that right
one to
now.
call.
It's,
This was a tough one to call, wasn't it?
It was a tough one to call, especially for the metro area because of this track of the storm. First of all, this storm system that moved through yesterday and into this morning, the track of the storm was pretty unusual for this time of year because usually the pattern this time of year isn't really conducive for storms to be what we call in the weather world a inside runner, which means it's running on the western side of the Appalachians, which is an interesting track for us to see. And it did move into our region starting early yesterday morning. And about 7 a.m. is when the snow really started to move in. Initially, the forecast for Wednesday was to be overall a rainy day because the storm system was going to be so far out that we weren't really going to be seeing it move in until it warmed up above freezing on Wednesday. But the storm track was a little bit faster, so by the time that shield of moisture made it into our region, we were still below freezing. So once that precip moved in, it started out as snow, and it was interesting because once the snow started to fall, you can't move the temperature logically in the weather business. Once that heavy precip falls, it brings down even more cold air from the atmosphere, so it's harder for the daytime temperatures to rise. So we only got up to 34 degrees yesterday, and the low was 32, so it wasn't much of a difference throughout the day yesterday. And as I was saying, the snow moved in. As we got into the afternoon hours and that sun angle started to move more into into more of the sky, if I will, the temperatures rose just 1 to 2 degrees, and that started to change the precipitation type. First, it started to mix with some ice and sleet pellets, which really cut down on the snowfall totals. And the other thing that cut down on our snow totals was it started to even change over to completely rain, which was pretty interesting to deal with. So we dealt with all sorts of precipitation types yesterday, and then we got into the dry slot, which is basically the center of the storm because it was so close to us. Then we kind of shut it off, the snow and the rain, for the evening hours. And as the storm system began to pull away, we got toward on the backside of the storm system that much of the lower peninsula of Michigan didn't get out of. They were dealing with that snow all day yesterday, so they seen some of the totals in the central Michigan got over a foot of snow. Here, locally, we only got 4.8 inches, so about 5 inches here in Garden City.
Yeah,
as that storm system moved back in, we got a few more inches during the overnight hours. But nevertheless, it was a very interesting storm. In my opinion, the roads in our region, they took pretty good care of them. The recovery time was pretty fast.
Yeah.
And the only thing I have to agree with, but I understand why they did it, is why so many schools were closed.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that storm wasn't up to that stature to do that, but I think the reason why they did it is because they had these snow days planned into the curriculum, and they were just like, might as well use it because we really haven't had one this year, if you think about it.
Right.
So that's probably why they did it. Schoolcraft was even closed, so I didn't really have to go to school today, which is really weird because they don't really cancel school all that much. You have to take a really big event.
Part of the problem is that a lot of the teachers come from farther away.
That's true.
Oh, I did not know that. That's a good point.
So they have trouble getting here if they're coming from, say, Brighton or someplace like that.
Howell or something. Yeah.
So that's
a good point. I didn't realize that. Thanks for clarifying, Mike. Yeah. So that's probably why they did close them down. Because if the school wasn't in that much of a path of that storm, I didn't realize that people come to that school. So But as Mike was saying, if you're in Brighton or Ann Arbor or just north and west of the city, they got slammed. I mean, Ann Arbor got close to 10 inches. That's how sharp that cutoff was, Terry.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was a very, very sharp cutoff. So I didn't hear. I thought you
that's crazy, that line.
Yeah, and Detroit only got an inch of snow. It's downtown Detroit, so you can really get that gradient really, really close. That's why that forecast was so difficult. And honestly, I thought I did an okay job in the forecast. I mean, I wasn't perfect, but I think I was better than the people on the news. So.
No, I think you did. You did real well on that, I think.
Yeah, I got up at 4 a.m. to try to figure this storm out because the models were
this
just
guy's
all over.
Dedicated.
And I thought I did an okay job.
Yeah, you did.
And then that evening, I was on the Weather Channel and I was talking all about this.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, cool.
So it was pretty.
Plus,
cool
you were tracking storms. Weren't you tracking storms for Jerry down in Louisiana too?
Oh yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. But that storm system was made such a national news that they called me to go on the Weather Channel around 3 p.m. So it was nice to be on the weather thing. It's been a little bit of time because the weather's been so busy across much of the U.S. I mean, but it was nice, and I'll probably be back on there, but not for a while because our weather's going to be closing, quieting down as we get into next week, and I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, as you were saying, I was helping Jerry out with some of the forecasts because down south they've been dealing with such crazy severe weather down there that he wasn't sure what to do with the group. I mean, you have this large group of people down there.
Yeah, he's responsible for all of them, exactly.
And I just told him just to try to stay indoors all day and make it an indoor event because, you know, Jerry, he likes to explore the entire city and do all sorts of stuff outside, you know. So I don't know. I'm not sure what he did personally, but it looked like it worked, and everybody in that group was safe. But we'll get into that severe weather talk in just a minute. But as we get into the rest of tonight, we're going to start quieting down. That storm system moved away this morning, and we actually got a lot of sunshine. You saw that post, that picture I posted on Facebook. It was absolutely a beautiful afternoon.
Yeah, it was very nice.
With the sun and the snow, it made a pretty nice afternoon. And it obviously helped if you're a little late on that shoveling. It actually started to loosen up that snow a little bit. But if you're shoveling out there, you definitely need to take breaks. So that snow is heavy and wet.
Yeah, I had mine done.
Yeah, it is no fun to shovel whatsoever. But as I've been saying, for the rest of tonight, we're going to be dealing with some cloudy intervals in and out of the area. And we're going to get pretty cold tonight because of the snow. The snow acts as a cooler, if you will, for the atmosphere. So it kind of radiates upward, if you will, and kind of cools us down. So we're going to be in the upper teens tonight. So we haven't been there in some times. And it's going to start warming up as we get into the weekend. But as we get into tomorrow, we're going to probably be above freezing a little bit again with some sunshine, so a little bit more snow melt out there to deal with. And then as we get into the weekend, we're definitely going to see a lot more of that snow melt. As we get into Saturday, we'll be in the 40s, and into Sunday, my birthday is Sunday, and we're going to be dealing with temperatures near 60 degrees. So,
I love it. Happy birthday.
I know, what a birthday treat to deal with. And then, excuse me, as we get into Sunday night, we'll deal with a little bit of a storm system moving in. That's what's going to bring that warm air up as the wind's ahead of this system, and we're going to deal with a little bit of a rain-snow mix as we get into Sunday night. And that's going to move through pretty quickly, and it looks like it will be kind of less than an inch of snow, so a minor impact into Monday. But as we get into Monday, the morning could be a little slick because, as I said, that storm system will be moving in and out pretty quickly, so the roads could be a little icy out there, just a little FYI. But the totals aren't expected to be a whole lot, just like the system. And as we get into next week, we're going to be dealing with temperatures a little bit warmer. We're going to probably be dealing with some 40s and into some 30s as we get into the latter part of the week. And some on and off snow showers next week as we get some winds moving off the lake. So we'll probably be dealing with minor accumulations of snow. I mean, not anything we've been dealing with, but on and off snow next week. So nothing too crazy, nothing that we can't handle here in Michigan. But yeah, it was a pretty busy 24 hours. And as we expand outward, this storm system has been affecting everybody. This is such a huge storm system. That's why we got so much snow here in Michigan. That it was such a dynamic system that as the Gulf Coast and the East Coast was dealing with severe weather yesterday and all of this weekend into today. And like I said, Jerry had in southern Louisiana, around where he was, they had over 7 tornadoes around New Orleans. Jeez. So he was very much in that threat, but thankfully New Orleans didn't get hit with a tornado downtown per se. But if he was out and about on some excursion outside of the city, he easily could have been in half of those tornadoes. So it's been a pretty deadly outbreak as well. We've probably seen over 60 tornadoes with the storm system right now is the preliminary count, and about six deaths is the latest I heard. So that's what you get with these systems. You get a lot of wintry weather, and you get a lot of severe weather as well. So it's been a very busy day. The West Coast, unfortunately, is the people that are missing out on this. We haven't really been seeing a whole lot of systems move into California where they need the rain. So that's not some good news. But the East Coast has been staying busy. The West Coast hasn't really been getting these systems. So they need some rain, basically, in theory, is what I'm saying. with that drought that they have been doing with 5 years in a row, and they're just not seeing it, and they're not going to be seeing it for some time. The last little story I have is doesn't really have to do with the weather, but it has to do with space, because we're not going to be on the show until after this happens, so I just wanted to briefly talk about it. Scott Kelly is on the International Space Station, and on March 1st, he's coming home. He's been up there in the International Space Station for over a year. Looking at the planets, studying the planets, growing plants up there. I mean, I saw some pictures that he posted. He's planting zinnias in space. Yeah. So it's been pretty crazy to think about that you could grow plants up in no gravity and all that.
Right.
So he comes home, and hopefully he gets home safely, and he can talk about his experience. I probably would be kind of out of a loop coming home into gravity. You're probably going to be like, whoa.
Yeah.
So
he'll take some time to get used to that.
I just wanted to briefly mention that, and hopefully everything goes as planned and he gets home safely. But if you want to keep tuned to all this weather information, I've been keeping you abreast of this whole storm system with local weather, hyper-local weather for the Metro Detroit area, and it's been pretty accurate. So if you want to keep tuned to all this information, just go to my website, DopplerTownsWeather.com.
All right. Thank you, sir. Yeah, you do a superb job.
You say, Tom, you said your birthday is Monday?
Takes a lot of work.
You said your birthday is Monday?
What was that, Mike?
Sunday.
Did you say your birthday was Monday?
It's Sunday, the 28th.
I thought if it was Monday.
I was almost a leap year, baby. We'll get into
That's
that.
what I was going to say. If it was Monday, that'd be about the fifth one, wouldn't it?
I know, right? I'll be only 5 years old. I guess my mom's like, we better get him out because there'll be discussions about a leap year, baby.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Okay, so let me introduce once again our special co-host for tonight, Mr. Michael Pack from Creative Soul Workshop.
Hello, how's it going?
Good. How's it going with you?
It's going great.
So, hey, Michael, why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself? You're a local guy.
Yes, born and raised in Garden City. My grandparents have been here since Ford Road was a dirt road. Both of my parents were born and raised here.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm definitely a local guy.
And you're a do-it-yourselfer.
I'm a do-it-yourselfer, absolutely.
Which leads us to Creative Soul. You can tell us about that now.
Yeah, so Creative Soul is held at Charlotte Laurie's photography studio, which is right across the street from the Garden City Kroger's.
Mm-hmm.
We both had this idea to create these workshops where people could come, have fun, bring wine, bring appetizers, cheeses.
My wife has actually done, I think, at least one a year.
I think she's done two.
Two, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, she did one with me and
Yeah,
then one
and
with
the
George.
wine, yeah.
Yes.
The table with you and the wine rack, I
Yes,
think.
exactly.
I'm losing my voice. Pardon me.
Yeah, so they, people bring wine, cheeses.
Yeah, they have a good time.
And, yeah, we make really cool crafts that people can use in their homes. And they're really kind of current things, too. You can go to any furniture store, design store, and you're going to see the things that we're making. And we're making them for half the cost.
Yeah.
And they're personal, you know. These people come out.
One of a kind.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
One of a kind. You can make it to the color scheme of your house if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's definitely something that's said when you make it with your own two hands.
And we were talking earlier before we went on the air, and what I like about it is you recycle a lot of this stuff.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So
You're very green, in other words.
absolutely. Most
Which
of
is
the
cool.
things that we've made so far, so we've had, I want to say maybe 4 months of workshops, maybe longer.
Okay.
And we try to do one or two a month.
Mm-hmm.
But all the projects I've actually made out of like old privacy fence that I found in someone's
That's
backyard
crazy.
and knocked
Yeah.
on the door, asked them
That's
if they were
awesome,
using it,
though.
and
Yeah.
they let me take it, and that's what I've been using for all the projects, and they look great.
And I think George, he uses a lot of pallets and
Pallet
stuff.
wood, yeah,
Pallet
he
wood.
finds pallet wood, and he makes some really cool things out of that.
Pallets are a hot commodity right now, aren't they?
Yes, it's
They're probably
in.
getting tough to find, aren't they?
You can still find them. You got to be good.
Are they
but
still giving them away, or some places
There's-
might even be charging, right?
Some places do charge, but then there's other places that are happy to give them away because they're just taking up space.
Right,
or,
right.
Sit in their back alley, kind of.
But they are a hot commodity. On Facebook, you see a lot of
Oh,
different things with the pallets, and
Yeah, and that's why our
Reclaimed
workshops are so popular, is because
That rustic type.
It's going on right now, and that's what we're doing. You
Yeah.
know, we're doing the whitewashed wood,
Yeah, what are some of the projects? Why don't you tell us some of the projects that you guys have been doing and
So the
what's
first
coming up?
The first project, we built a nightstand, which was made out of pallet wood,
Yeah.
the old fence. And it was, a really cool little table. People came in. I taught them different techniques on how to paint it.
Mm-hmm.
So if they wanted it to look new, they could have that. If they wanted it to look really old, they could have that.
Mm-hmm.
And they did some stenciling on it. The thing about our workshops, too, is people come and they make something different. Every single person is going to leave with something different, their own style. Where you go to other workshops, you're all leaving with the same product, basically.
Right, and they're putting their own personal touch into
So
to
we
the
kind of help
project.
people, direct people in the right direction, but it's still their own kind of spin off of it.
Okay.
And even if you're not creative, a lot of people aren't creative at all.
Yeah, I was
We
going to say, are
still-
they a little shy, a little timid
A
about
little
doing
bit.
that?
So we kind of help them. You know, if they have a certain color scheme they want to go with, we kind of point them in the right direction so that their project still comes out great.
Yeah.
And it's kind of
Guide 'em a
what they've
little.
seen in their mind. So we kind of help them out with that. And so we did the nightstand, and then we made these cool little crowns. We always try to do 2 separate projects for each workshop, because a lot of people, they don't know, they don't have the eye for design.
Yeah.
So we like to give them 2 separate things so they can take it home, put it in a corner somewhere, or put it next to their bed, and literally they accent each other.
Yeah.
So we send them home. Basically, all you have to do is put it somewhere, and it's going to look great.
Yeah. You don't want it to end up in the garage somewhere or something.
Right, exactly. We want them to use it.
Yeah, it's a piece. They should be proud of it.
Yeah,
They did it.
exactly.
They create it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, if you send someone home with something, you don't kind of put them in the right direction. They might not know what to do with them. Like you said, they'll put it in the garage and never use it.
Right.
So we send them with 2 separate things that look great together, and will accent and look great in their house.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
We got Mrs. Chat that joined us up here, a rarity. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. You
Where's
took
where's my project, dear? Where's it in our house?
it's in our family room.
All right.
Yeah, proudly
Very
displaying
nice.
it. Yeah, very useful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them actually.
She's a workshop veteran now, right? You got 2 under your belt.
Yeah.
She's gonna be running classes.
Yeah,
I think, sooner or later.
she's pretty crafty. I got to admit it.
Yeah.
She's got an eye for style, and she does real well.
No, I don't create. I copy well.
So this takes place over at Charlotte Laurie's
Her photography
studio.
Yes, and we've actually expanded. So she used to have just the first half of her building in the front.
Right.
And now that our workshops are going so well, we've actually expanded through the whole building all the way to the back. So now we can
Wow.
fit probably up to 30 people
Really?
doing our workshops. Yes.
Wow,
So that's
she has
really
expanded.
exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was over there, and yeah, it was just the front half. When she
Right.
had it. Yeah, I haven't been there
Yeah.
since she expanded.
And George is he's an incredible carpenter, and he
Yeah.
has done some work.
Pretty
back
cool
there.
stuff.
Yeah, we have pallet walls, we have shiplap walls back there.
Oh wow.
We have greens hanging from the ceiling. I mean, there's a really cool atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get over there and check it
Yeah,
out.
absolutely.
Yeah. How come
And
you
it-
haven't invited me over there, dear?
I haven't gotten over there lately. I missed the last class, but I have seen some pictures.
So we were talking. What's the next project that you're going to be doing?
So Charlotte actually has a.
Are you up next or George? I mean, how do you do that? You just take turns?
We
or-
rotate, and whoever kind of has an idea, we just kind of run with it, and we plan a class.
Okay.
We're not, we don't really, wouldn't say we rotate, but just kind of whoever wants to jump in and do a class, we do it that way.
Have you ever done combined together? Or
Not yet, no. But
It's a possibility.
I'm sure it's coming.
so, what was the next project coming for you?
So Charlotte has a really cool chandelier that actually is going to be her project.
Hmm.
I'm going to help her build them, and then, they're going to be able to make a really, really cool chandelier for like a little girl's room or really anything. The possibilities are endless with the
yeah.
chandelier.
Right.
And,
Dining room. Or...
I'm going to have a workshop that's going to be crates that are like great for storage. They're like little wooden crates. They're really in right now. You can store records. A lot of people use them to store records. You can store them outside, put like planting tools.
Would
you know,
they be
like gardening
stackable
tools.
even?
Yeah, stackable.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people you can, you know, like in a library, you can like put them on shelves. You can have them stacked on the shelves.
Okay.
Really
Cool.
store anything. You can have them outside with planters.
Paint them any color, decorate them,
Yeah,
stencil them,
exactly.
whatever.
Any color. And then we're going to have little plaques that go along with them so you can kind of know what's in your little box. You can maybe write chalk or however you want to do that.
So when a person signs up for one of your classes, what do they have to bring? I mean, what
Nothing.
you provide them with
We
everything?
provide them with everything.
Wow,
Yes.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing they have to bring is their wine and their food. That's it. We don't provide that.
Yeah, Cheryl has some good times over there. I know.
What kind of a charge is there for any of these workshops?
So it varies.
Varies?
Yeah.
Depending on the project, probably.
So the crate that I was talking about is actually going to be our cheapest one so far. It's going to be $25, which
Oh,
is
very
a steal.
reasonable. Very
Yeah.
reasonable.
And we're actually going to try to vary our workshops from now on. We're going to try to offer, we'd like to do at least 3 workshops. Maybe do a cheap one, one that's in between, and then a more expensive, larger project for maybe more skilled builders.
Okay, yeah. Depending on their
I think
skill.
our last workshops were around $55, around $50, basically.
But that includes everything.
That
I
includes
mean, they don't
everything.
have to bring no brushes or
That's-
paint or any of
no,
that.
yeah.
Stencils.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good deal. And
And it's
probably
a few hours of entertainment too.
probably wear some old clothes, you know. or-
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to come. We have aprons, but yeah, you don't want to come too pretty.
And what's the entertainment?
We put you to work. You never know when you come.
Yeah, I don't want to put you on the spot there. I understand your mother helps too, huh?
Yes,
Helps
yes.
out.
She's always she's where I get my creativity. She
Yeah.
is incredible
She's
designer.
real crafty.
I grew up in a 100-year-old house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's restored all the floors. My dad and my grandpa actually built the whole addition on our house. So I have a super creative family.
Oh wow! So yeah,
And I'm not
runs in
going
the
to
blood.
put you on the spot, but I did hear something about you've done some garden creativity. You've got some
Oh, yeah?
garden work, and I am with
Yes.
the garden club, as you know, Stacy.
And they have a
Karakotis,
community
Yes.
garden.
and
So
our
I-
community garden. So I hope to see your garden work sometime.
Yeah, I have aside from the Creative Soul workshops, I have my own website, flydiyguy.com. And coming up soon, I'm going to post a video on I made a greenhouse out of old reclaimed windows.
Really?
And my old play fort that was in the same spot. I tore that
How big is a
down.
greenhouse roughly?
8 by 12. It's pretty
Wow,
big.
that's a good size.
Yeah.
Holy
yeah.
cow!
And it's beautiful. It's one of my
Is this something
favorite
that-
things I've made.
A more experienced do-it-yourselfer could probably do.
Yes.
Or-
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And that's going to be posted on the video you done.
Yeah, on my video on flydiyguy.com, and I break it down really pretty simple where even a not as skilled carpenter can do it, I think.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I got a brain fart for a minute there. Mike, you got a question?
Are you kidding?
You're so creative.
Not.
Hey, that's okay. We can help you out.
Yeah,
You'll be an artist by the time we're done with you.
you got a lot of work to do for that.
Hey, that's okay. We're
I
up
had
for
a,
the
I had a
challenge.
mechanical bypass in my youth. I don't do
So you do have a website and you post a lot of videos on there.
Yes,
And,
yes.
uh,
I just posted a video the other day. The old fence that we were talking about, I actually made a really cool headboard out of.
Oh, wow.
So you can learn how to make a nice headboard for dirt cheap.
Yeah.
A headboard that would probably cost you, you go to Pottery Barn or Restoration Hardware, it probably cost you $1,000.
That's what I was saying. It's really cool that he recycles all this stuff, both him and George.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. I like that. So besides your do-it-yourself, what you do in Creative Soul, you have other things that you're interested in too. You want to share with us a little bit about that? You're acting and
Yeah, so I do a
Possible.
little bit of acting and modeling on the side, which is really cool with the DIY stuff. It leaves me a lot
Flexible.
Yeah, I'm really flexible. I could do my DIY workshops, and then the next day I could be doing a modeling gig. So it's really, really awesome.
And
I
I
meet a
don't
lot of cool people doing both.
want to jinx you, but you had mentioned something about Lincoln.
Yeah, I went to an audition for Lincoln today, so
Hey.
maybe me and Matthew McConaughey will be sitting in the front seat together.
Or maybe he'll be on the outside
Yeah,
looking
no,
in.
he's gonna be in the back seat. I'm gonna be driving the car. Right?
Where the dogs are?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no. With my luck, I'll probably be next to the dog in the back seat.
Well, let's hope you're not pushing the Lincoln that he's in.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's cool. I like
Yeah.
that. So how can people, what's the best way to get a hold of you and or sign up for these classes? And
Well, if you go to Charlotte Laurie's her website, her photography website, you can sign up there. If you
And
go
on
to
Facebook, she's
and
on
yes,
Facebook.
We're on Facebook, Creative Soul Workshop. That's all you have to type into your search bar, and you should find us there. And then my Fly DIY Guy website, there's a link there also.
Fly DIY Guy. That's really catchy, isn't
Catchy,
it? I like
right?
that. Yeah.
So my grandpa, as I said, he's really creative, and he could really build anything. And the Fly DIY thing comes from he always was guilty of outside working in his suit. You know, he'd come home from church and he'd be cutting the grass in his suit. And
Oh my gosh.
so yeah, Fly DIY is catchy, but it kind of has a little more meaning than that. Too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
he'd
cool.
be all oiled up and have his suit and tie on.
Jeez. Classy.
Yeah, right.
Cutting the grass in class.
Yeah, somebody just posted that on Facebook, that her husband is the only guy she knows. He was out snow blowing in his suit, in his work dress pants, dress shoes, right from work last night. That was kind of cute.
Gee.
Well, it's kind of, I feel like it's lost with my generation, so I'm kind of trying to
Yeah.
bring that back a little.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah, he would appreciate that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So the next project is when now? When can people sign up, or are they already?
We're not sure on the exact date,
full,
but
or-
it's definitely going to be in March.
This is for the stackable storage.
Yeah, for the stackable storage crates, we're going to do something in March, and also in March we're going to try to do the chandelier also.
Okay, so that's
I
March.
saw the chandeliers. They are absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Stringing a lot of crystals, though. I mean, I looked at it and I was trying to count how many crystals, but it's absolutely
Now, where in the heck do you
gorgeous.
get all the material for that?
Oh man, all over
Really?
the place. I live at Home
Like
Depot.
resale
I live
shops and
Yeah,
or-
resale shops. Charlotte is incredible with online shopping. I'm not so much,
Mm-hmm.
but I think all the crystals she got online
Yep,
somehow.
yep.
Which is
Do you ever
for
go
us, we
around?
get a lot of bulk.
Do you ever go around to like estate sales or garage
Oh, yeah,
sales
all
and
the time.
and buy up all that stuff?
Yeah,
you can see it.
absolutely.
That's cool.
That's where you get your best bargains. And some of our tools are from
Tools.
That's
Yeah.
a great place to get
Right.
garage sales and stuff like that.
I am interested because I'd actually asked George, was it 3 pallets that I needed? A friend of ours did a very unique outside bar made out of pallets. And so I'm interested in copying that. And so just as an idea, it was you use stepping stones on top of the pallets. So
Okay,
maybe a summer
Yeah, the top of
project.
it.
Yeah, maybe a summer project.
And that's another thing too is people can always contact me if they want something built. I can come build it for them, or if they have good suggestions, I can maybe do my DIY videos and then they can build it themselves.
Right.
I would
Awesome.
love to do that. I love hearing people's ideas and kind of creating something of my own out of their ideas.
I'll
We,
definitely get a picture of it. It's over at my friend Debbie's house. We do during the summer Thursdays, because Carrie is up here on Thursdays, and so I have the girls over and we're out on the
nice.
deck.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. Thursdays.
Thursdays.
Yeah. They usually go around different homes. Somebody in the chat room wanted to know, is that silk screen process? And I don't quite know what they were referring to.
We do a lot of stenciling. A
Okay,
lot of
stenciling.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, a lot of our workshops.
Chalk
the,
paint and
Yeah, the
and
top of our
stencils.
tables we use
Chalk paint? What's that
chalk
now?
paint. So a lot of times it kind of gives the wood an aged look.
Oh, okay.
It's a little bit thicker. It actually dries faster, which is great for our workshops.
So it's like a flat mat.
It's a flat mat. You can
Okay.
actually make it from normal paint and plaster Paris.
Uh-huh.
But we buy it. It's much easier
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
That's what my black corners are on top. The stenciling deer on my table. I use the black.
Right. Okay. whitewashing and stuff is becoming popular.
Yeah,
like,
that is-
like almost like a pickling, like.
Right, yeah, and that's huge right now. And it's actually cool. The recycled wood we use, it's pretty beat up, which is actually what people like. But it's actually perfect for whitewashing because it doesn't take to the paint as well.
Okay.
And that's one thing we always teach people at our classes is how to whitewash.
Yeah, because I noticed with a lot of your wood being reclaimed and stuff like that, it's a rough surface, so
Right.
you can't really rag on it.
No, unless
It's
you
gotta
want a
be
lot
brushed.
of splinters.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
And leave a lot of lint.
Right, yeah, that too.
Yeah, so you got to really brush it in there.
Yeah, and so basically whitewash is how we do it is we, so you dip it in the paint, and then you kind of dry it on something else. So it's a very dry brush.
Okay.
Is how we do it. You can also add water. That's what that's what we
Right.
call it.
Yep.
And that works
Thins
too.
it out a lot.
Yeah, but with our reclaimed wood, it's a lot easier just to use a dry brush.
Yeah.
I got called out by my son because he's been doing a lot. He made his own dining room table. He did his fireplace.
Yeah, he
wall.
did it. Yeah.
Awesome job.
You should go over there and check that out
Yeah,
too.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
He did a
beautiful
good job.
home out in
And-
Plymouth.
Eventually, I was talking about earlier, we'd like to do more expensive classes. So the headboard I was talking about earlier,
Like bigger projects.
yeah,
and,
we'd like to do really big projects. We're thinking about making the headboard maybe $150, $175, which for a headboard is not
Awesome. Yeah.
very expensive
No.
at
Yeah.
all.
and that would naturally get into better quality of wood too.
Right.
Your oaks and maple or
Right,
whatever. Yeah.
exactly. And they could come and make that, and maybe eventually a dining room table.
Yeah.
That's huge too. Like the barnwood dining room tables are big right now.
That's exactly what he
His
just did.
his dining room
Yeah.
table come out really, really nice. It was solid oak, and then he's got the beefy legs on
Oh,
it.
yeah.
The beefy
Awesome.
like turned legs.
Right.
Really come out nice.
Yeah. Well, he'll have to come do a workshop then. Maybe.
Yeah, he might. He might want to.
But he checked out my table, and actually, him and my daughter-in-law indicated that maybe I didn't need that table in my house; that it would look really good in their house.
Okay.
But then
They liked it.
He called me out because then he looked underneath, and I didn't paint the underneath.
Yeah, shame on her. And I noticed that
No
right
one was
away.
under there, right?
Well, my son
I did.
Yeah, and he did. So I
Because
told-
I've done a little bit of crafty wood
Woodworking,
crafting,
yeah.
woodworking
Yeah.
and stuff. So,
So I told Shar that I might have to bring my table back and paint
seal it.
the underneath.
You got to
Right.
seal the
Well,
wood.
that's another thing too. If you talk to myself or Charlotte, we have some past projects there at the workshop. So even if you can't sign up for one of the workshops, you can come in, pay for the workshop, and basically get a private lesson with one of us
Right.
Oh, okay.
on your own time.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so if you
another
miss one,
option.
don't worry. You
Yeah,
can
I
come.
need the.
Or if you need to fix yours up,
well,
whatever
I
you
need
need.
the serving tray because I've done the table, the wine
Okay,
rack, and
yeah,
I
and we
missed
have-
the
You just did the
tray.
serving tray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
2 projects ago.
Right.
Right before Christmas.
Yeah, and I was not able to attend.
Yeah.
That one,
Yeah, and we
so-
have a bunch of extras. So
Yeah,
we'd love
okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Get your stencil ready.
Yep, that's right. I think we have over 100 stencils, so you shouldn't have a
Yeah.
problem finding one.
So probably with the nicer weather coming up, and she had mentioned gardens, then you're going to start doing maybe some outdoor projects that
Yes,
they can
we
use
have
outside.
this really cool. It's actually similar to the crate that's coming up, but it's a little bit longer, and you can set pots and plants inside of it.
Oh,
And you
okay.
can carry it around. We're going to do a really cool Father's Day one where it actually will hold a 6-pack and then has a bottle opener
Sweet.
at the end of it.
I'm in.
Yeah, yeah.
Cheryl, hook me up.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a lot of cool things going on.
That's good.
Yeah,
Something for everyone.
absolutely.
Maybe even
Yeah.
some children's projects.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, do you know what George's next project might be, or you guys don't
I'm not sure.
communicate that?
I'm not sure.
He had talked about making with pots that held flower pots, an herb.
I think it
herb
might be
garden.
similar to the one I just talked about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe that's one we'll team up on.
Yeah, I'd like to have both you guys here. If
Yeah.
George wasn't so shy and he'd come forward, or, and even Shar, I'd like to have her come on.
Yeah.
Be kind of nice to pick their brain and see what's up.
Well, this was kind
Right.
of
Yeah, they're always
last
thinking
minute.
too, so I don't even know what they
Well,
have
yeah,
going
I
on
mean,
there.
we appreciate you coming on tonight for
everything's-
sure.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. So, okay, you have a Facebook page, and then they can go on Char's page, and a lot of pictures posted of the
Tons of
different
pictures.
projects, so
Oh,
that
yeah.
everybody can see what they
Yeah,
what
you
you
can,
have.
and we always post our projects a couple weeks in advance so they can see what our workshop's going to be. So
And
you
that
know,
gives
they
them
don't-
plenty of time to sign up.
to sign up. Yeah, so you don't just show up and get a random project. And we try to do we do some things that you hang up on the wall, but we know people only have so much wall space, so we try to do like the crates or the
Charlotte,
tables.
Charlotte is in the chat room. She said coffee cup holder. Hi, guys. Coffee cup holder.
Oh yes. So
Okay,
this
does that ring a bell?
Yes, this is George's next project, and it's really cool.
Oh, okay.
So it almost looks like a mini palette. You can paint it, you can stencil on it, and then he's gonna attach mini hooks, and then you can
Okay, to
hook
hang the
all your
cups.
cups from there. Yeah.
So it looks kind of like, what'd you say it looked like? I'm sorry, I missed
it
it.
looks like a mini palette almost.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And you
Okay.
can paint it whatever color you
You
want.
can hang it on the wall or what?
And yeah, you can hang it on the wall.
I'll be darned.
It'll look great in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
paint
really
it any
cool.
color you want. and-
Yep.
Or
Yeah,
stencil
paint
it, do
it
whatever
to-
you want.
Yeah, you can stencil
Just
your
be
name.
creative,
yeah,
right?
Stencil your name over your cup and make sure no one touches it, right?
Charlotte says it holds 9 cups.
This cup is mine.
Right, yeah. Hands off.
And guess who lost the sound? Sorry, guess who.
Shar thought
Do you hear me now?
Shar thought I was kidding her when I made the last project, the wine rack. I have no place to put it.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I guess I'm going to have to totally remodel my kitchen.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
absolutely serious
is.
about that because
She is.
our kitchen is 20 years old. And
Yeah, it's due.
definitely needs some
Okay.
updating. And the mind just keeps
But we'll-
expanding. And
We'll need some good anchors for that puppy, though, because it's heavy duty. That's a heavy duty wine.
Oh,
rack.
yeah.
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 Yep.
It's not going nowhere for sure.
No, definitely not. But
Well,
that was a really cool project. I love the wine rack.
Thank you for joining us, Shar. You need to come on
Yeah.
and get George. We'll get you and George and Michael here. We'll have a real party. Bring your wine. All right, awesome. So anything else you want to share with us before we move on?
Oh, man. I think we covered a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you're a busy guy.
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, we're always up for suggestions. We love.
Yeah, how do you come up with your projects? You just think them up, or
well, like I said
people
earlier, I drove
suggest stuff?
by a house and found those fences, and I was like, okay, what can I make with that? It's always going. Charlotte and George and I, and my mom too. We're like, man, we cannot sleep at night because we're thinking of so many projects.
Wheels are always turning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah, but if anyone has any suggestions, we would love to see them and figure out if we can make it a workshop.
Yeah.
I personally, with Char's location being right there next to our Gardenville, out Char's back door is our garden club, Gardenville, which is our community garden, and all the produce goes to food banks.
Food banks in the
And I would really
community.
like to see time spent back there, maybe some collaborative efforts to make something back there where we could spend time, have some get-togethers, and
Yeah.
get more of the community involved in our
Right,
community garden.
absolutely.
Because there's just a handful of us between the planting.
Yeah, it's the same volunteers all the time. it
Right.
seems.
And Stacy, if it wasn't for her, she gets everything picked and delivered, and we're talking hundreds of pounds of fresh vegetables and stuff.
Yeah, and she's pretty
And-
busy
and that's
too.
right
so.
out Char's back door, and I know Char's had
Yeah.
some talk about making like a little cafe area back there.
Yeah,
Right.
that would be
and
cool.
That's one thing that's really cool about our workshops is it's a lot of local people, and some people come by themselves. Some people come with a group of 3, 5, 10, but we're all local, and it kind of builds the community.
Yeah.
And we teach people
We're all
how
about community.
how to be creative and
Yep.
to make things look beautiful. So we're hoping it's going to kind of spread through our city, and we're going to do some gardening projects for sure. We're excited for this snow to finally melt,
I know.
and
Yeah,
once
sure.
we do some gardening projects,
Yeah.
it's going to make people's homes look better
Yeah.
in Garden City. So
Char says she's coming on very soon, and yes, Liquid Courage.
right,
And she goes, yes, Cheryl, she wants that too. So That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a
I got
really,
an
really
idea
cool
too.
space behind there.
I don't know if Shar or she might be interested or not, but maybe we can do a live show from there maybe one night.
That would be awesome.
If I don't know how much room you guys have, but
Oh, yeah, we could do
we've
it.
we've taken the show on the road before, so
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we'd
could,
love to have you there.
have some of your people come on the show and ask them how they like it and
Yeah. Yeah, that'd
stuff
be
like
fun.
that. Maybe Shar might like that. Yes. All right, cool. Well, we'll set something up. You never know. All right. Well, thank you again for coming on. I know it was short notice.
Yeah,
we really
thank-
appreciate
Thank
it.
you for having me. I'm glad
And
to be here.
stick around for the rest of the show.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, now, let's see. We want to remind all residents that the next regular city council meeting is going to be held on Monday, March 7th at 7 p.m. in the council chambers. That's located at 6000 Middlebelt Road, and they urge all residents to attend. Mrs. Chad, are you done?
She's out of
Okay.
here.
You don't have nothing else you wanted to say? I didn't want to cut you off or anything.
No, I think Mike's got all the announcements.
Okay. All right, I just want to mention again that if you would like to be a guest on our show or a guest co-host like Michael, then all you have to do is send us an email at gccommunitychat@gmail.com. We will shoot you some available dates, and that's all there is to it. Maybe you own a business or belong to an organization and would like to share your information with us and the surrounding communities. If so, this is the forum for you. Once again, email us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, or what the heck, give us a call at 734-788-9319. We look forward to hearing from you. Our show reaches several communities in the area, so if you can get us some information about your business or organization, we'll be happy to mention it on the air. All right, let's get Michael in here, or not Michael. See, we got a Michael and we got a
Yeah,
Mike. We
Mike-
got two
Mike
Mikes.
and Mike.
Yeah, so we're going to get Mike Jones in here now. We'll cue up the music and see what announcements he has for us. Hey, it's time to get Mike in here for some community announcements. So, Mike, take it away.
Thank you, Kerry.
All right.
Start out with the Garden City firefighters will be the guest cooks for the 25th annual Lions Pancake Breakfast. That's a week from Sunday, 8 to 11:30, March 6th, at the Garden City Moose Lodge at 29137 Ford Road. The event includes pancakes, sausage, scrambled eggs, juice, coffee, and milk. The price is only $5 for adults, $2 for kids under 12. Parking will be behind the building off of Pardo near the vacant Powerhouse Gym. For details, contact Bob at 734-612-1775 or Vicky at 734-524-1330. Another way you can help the Friends of the Garden City Public Library. If you shop Kroger, we would love to encourage you to enroll in Kroger Community Rewards. Kroger is committed to helping communities grow and prosper, and Kroger Community Rewards makes fundraising easy. All you have to do is shop at Kroger and swipe your Plus card. Year after year, local schools, churches, and other nonprofit organizations will earn millions of dollars through Kroger Community Rewards. And this includes the Friends of the Garden City Public Library. Sign in or create an account to enroll. Once signed in, you can enroll or update your community rewards under the account settings. Prom Fashion Night. Come on out and see the latest prom fashions for the 2016 Senior Prom. This is going to be this Saturday, February 27th. Doors open at 6 o'clock. Fashion show starts at 7. It'll be in the Garden City High School O'Leary Auditorium, 6500 Middle Belt Road. Proceeds will benefit the 2016 Project Graduation Senior Class All-Night Party. Any questions regarding the show, please contact Sally Q, that's SALLIEQ, 49 at yahoo.com and enter Prom Fashion Show in the subject line. As a free service to residents, you can take your old or outdated prescription medicines to the Garden City Police Department. There's a box in the lobby to collect and properly dispose of potentially dangerous medicines which are no longer needed, and you don't want to be dumping them into the water supply or the landfills. Let's dispose of those properly. If you don't know by now, Garden City Public Library offers drop-in computer tutoring every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Do you need to brush up on the basics? Come on in and take advantage of this great resource. Library is located at 31735 Maplewood Street, Garden City. For more information, call 734-793-1830. There's one more day for the used book sale at the Straight Farmhouse, 6221 Merriman in Garden City, and that'll be this Saturday, February 27th from 9 to 1. You can fill a paper bag for only $5. Gently used books are now being accepted. For more information, please call 734-793-1830.
Yeah, that's a good deal. All the books you can stuff in a bag for
Yeah,
$5. Can't beat that. There still are people that read books.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
my daughter is avid reader.
That's good.
She'll go to the library and get 5 or 6 books at a time.
Yeah, I still
Wow.
love hard copies.
Yeah.
I don't like the digital stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm in between. I listen to them on disc.
Yeah,
That
audiobooks.
is, that is
yeah.
nice if you can listen to it.
Yeah, especially in a car, you're driving.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, the Veterans of Westland proudly presents a Pets for Veterans adoption event, business education seminar and fundraiser. As you know, our best friend, David Kniesik, state senator, got a bill passed that allows veterans to have dogs that help them if they're suffering from post-traumatic stress syndrome and need a dog to
Service dog.
service dog. So this presents a new challenge for business owners because they need to
Right.
be aware of the new law and what amounts to it, because it doesn't mean just because somebody comes into your store or business with a service dog, they don't have to be blind or hard of hearing. It could be a serviceman that's
Right.
that's taking advantage of this.
So that pretty much educates the business
Right.
owners and that.
Yeah, you'll get to know your responsibilities and rights by attending a free seminar presented by the MCDR, Michigan Department of Civil Rights, and Stiggy's Dogs.
Yep.
The guest speaker is Senator David Kniesik. Each participant will receive a detailed information booklet and posters for your place of business. Light refreshments will be available at no cost. Sponsor a pet for a veteran. Donations are appreciated.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Cheryl and I are both gonna go there Saturday for a little while.
Please register your organization with the Westland Chamber of Commerce at 734-362-7222. All checks for donations should be made out to Last Day Dog Rescue, which is a 501(c) and sent to the Westland Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, we hope to see all you guys out there because it's a big deal and it's the law now. So
And we got a euchre tournament coming up on March 12th. That's a Saturday. Registration at 6 p.m. Games begin at 7. That's going to be at our good friends over at Gordon Chevrolet, 31850 Ford Road in Garden City.
yep.
Just west of Merriman on Ford Road. The cost is $20 a person. Register with S. Barber at GordonChevrolet.com. There's limited space, so call as soon as possible. Or call Sherry Barber at 734-812-5580. Cash prizes for the top 3 highest point totals. There'll be a 50-50 raffle, pizza, and pop. You have to be 21 or older to play. Proceeds to benefit Children's Wishes of Michigan.
Yep.
Friends of Garden City Library are having a fundraiser. This is help us fund for our future library. It's as easy as pie. In fact, Elizabeth Jean's pie kits. You buy a pie. They have 8 delicious favorites to choose from. Purchase your pies at the library at participating locations. Thank you for your support. All proceeds go towards the Garden City Library Building Fund. Sell enough pies. They only need about $3 million. They can build that library.
It's a lot of pies.
It's going to take a lot of pies.
A lot of pies.
For a lot of other fundraisers.
Right. Yep.
Garden City American Legion Post 396, Sons of the American Legion, is having a bowling fundraiser. It'll be on Saturday, April 9th. Westland Bowl, 5940 North Wayne Road in Westland. Registration starts at 12. Event starts at 1, $15 a person. Includes 3 games, shoes, pizza and pop, raffles, and 50-50. Come and help us raise funds to support our veterans. Garden City Kiwanis Club.
Well, this is a fun night.
Yeah, the funniest of funny comedy night. This will be on Sunday, April 17th from doors open at 4 p.m. Show starts at 5 p.m. It's at Albert's on the Alley, 5651 Middle Belt. The headliner is Mike Green, and the local host is our own Kevin Kramus.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Should be a great time. And I understand that Mike Green is going to be an unusual comedian because it's not going to be X-rated. It's going to be essentially PG.
Yeah, pretty clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last two have been pretty pretty risque.
Yeah, they use some rather strong language in those.
Yeah.
Some of those comedians.
But it is. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Good time if you ever
Tickets are
want
only $20, and so
to spend an evening out.
it's good time,
Good
good
cause.
fun, good food. Helps the Kiwanis with all their projects to help kids.
Yep.
The American Legion Auxiliary Unit is having a spring craft and vendor show on Saturday, May 14th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. $1 admission at St. Mel's Church, 7506 Inkster Road in Dearborn Heights. That's on Inkster Road north of Warren. There's a bake sale, food available 50-50, and a raffle. Email American Legion 396 Craft Show at yahoo.com for more information. All proceeds go to help our veterans and their families. Our very own Senator Knesik has his monthly Coffee with Knesik. If you want to participate in a coffee hour with our elected representatives, David has these in all of his cities on the second Tuesday of the month.
Yeah.
The Garden City time slot is 10:30 to 11:30 on that second Tuesday. The next one will be March 14th. It's at the Maplewood Senior Center at 31735 Maplewood Street. Also in attendance will be State Representative Julie Plawicki and County Commissioner Glenn Anderson. So if you got any concerns about state or county government in general, this is a good place to air those and get some factual information.
Yep.
The Garden City Key Club, which is our high school group, is presenting their Empty Bowl Banquet on Tuesday, March 8th,
Yep.
at the Garden City High School cafeteria from 6 to 8. It's $10 for adults, $5 for students, $3 for children 6 and 12. Children under 5 are free. Prizes include several choices of unlimited soups. So even though it's an Empty Bowl Banquet, nobody goes away hungry.
What day is that again, Mike?
It's on a Tuesday.
Okay.
Tuesday, March 8th. They have soup, they have bread and butter, salad, desserts, soft drinks. You get a handcrafted ceramic bowl. I use it to keep all my pennies in it. So every night I have any pennies, I dump them into the bowl.
You got a lot of bowls.
Yeah. There's going to be opportunities for 50-50 raffles and basket raffles. All the proceeds go to Kids Against Hunger, a food packaging charity. And that's about all I had, although I did see in the paper that our friend Joe Barson is having some gardening seminars.
Yep.
He's going to have probably 6 of these. They're going to begin.
I meant to print that out, that
Yeah.
flyer.
They're going to begin on Saturday, March 5th, and they'll be every succeeding Saturday after that. They're going to, the first 2 at least are going to be at the Maplewood Community Center. The cost is only $2 for a seminar, or you can get the whole package. It's 6 of them if you want to pre-register for $10.
Right.
It'll be a couple hours long. Joe did mention at the Kiwanis meeting today that he was going to try to get the bride, as he calls Debbie,
Yeah. The bride, yeah.
to make a presentation on plants and so forth that you could plant that would promote monarch butterflies.
Oh, see,
There's-
so it's
there's
coinciding
specific-
with Brenda.
Yeah, there's specific plants that
Yes.
they're attracted to, and try to do
So,
something.
so between Creative Soul and Barson's, we're gonna have some beautiful gardens going on.
I'm
this
telling you.
summer, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you got questions about gardening, that's a good place to go.
Right, and I'll print off his flyer, and we'll mention that next week because, yeah, it's a good deal. And I don't know, have you ever been to Brenda's Butterfly Habitat over there?
Yes, I
Brett?
love it.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow, they've done a great job over there.
The greenhouse I actually built, we're thinking about having some butterflies in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, then you'll
So we'll have to check that out.
talk with Brenda because she'll
Yeah.
hook you up with some eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, she's a good woman. She knows all that stuff, everything there is about butterflies.
I didn't mention the Easter
No, you didn't.
extravaganza that's
No.
coming up too, as well as the Maplewood party for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, we got to bring that up.
St. Patrick's Day party is on
Yeah,
Friday the 17th, I think.
Gosh, I can't remember. I'll have to check.
I got it. And the next day, on the 18th,
Extravagant.
is the extravaganza. That'll be, I think, from 11 to 1.
Yeah, over there in the soccer field area.
Yeah, it's going to be at Maplewood Center. That the egg hunt will actually be in the soccer fields west of the Maplewood
That's
Center.
well attended too.
Yeah,
Very well attended.
In fact, if you've got kids between 3 and 12 that would like to participate in this, it'd be best to get to Maplewood Center and buy the tickets because they've got a
What if you're
limited number.
24?
Gonna what?
If you're 24.
Yeah,
You can walk in on your knees.
you can help us put the eggs out.
Okay,
but
okay.
You're not
Yeah.
allowed to gather them.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
knock the little kids over. On the
You're,
way.
you're actually going to have
I share the kids.
day to stuff the eggs.
Yeah, that's going to be the Wednesday before that.
People that want to volunteer to help put stuff in the eggs. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of things going on at that. There's going to be a lot of craft stuff. There's going to be
Easter
food.
Bunny,
Easter
picture.
Bunny. There, you can get your pictures taken.
Yeah.
City Councilwoman Pat McCards is providing hot dogs. Aquinas is providing juice boxes. So
Yeah, it's a good deal.
it's going to be a real nice thing. And it'll wrap up with the Easter egg hunt.
All right. I think that's it. We
Yeah.
covered everything. Wow, that was a lot. And
A lot
yeah,
of
well,
stuff- a lot of stuff going on in the Little Apple, as my friend Jack used to call it.
exactly. All right, well, we're going to move on here and we'll wrap it up. If you're a business owner, a citizen, or community advocate interested in serving the business community, if so, the Garden City Business Alliance is looking for you. Maybe you might want to join.
Yeah.
You might want to become a member.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to. We got my card there. And
got
our
your
next
card right
meeting
here.
is March the 11th. So,
Okay.
or no, March. Ooh, was it the 11th? Hold on. Well, actually, I got it on. Yeah, March the 11th at 9 a.m. at the Straight Farm. I'll mention it here.
Okay, awesome.
Becoming a member is very easy. Just visit our website at gcbiz48135.org. Fill out the contact page or give us a call at 734-788-9319. Also visit their Facebook page at facebook.com/Garden City Business Alliance. And consider joining the GCBA and be a part of moving the business community forward. Or better yet, why not come to their next membership meeting? That's going to be Friday, March 11th, 9 a.m. at the Straight Farmhouse Museum in the Grand Parlor, 6221 Merriman Road. And I just want to thank Mark Hammer and everyone involved over at the Straight Farmhouse for hosting our morning GCBA meetings for us. We appreciate it. You do a great job. So we hope that you'll be able to attend, and we'd love to meet you and hope that you'll become a member of the GCBA. Okay, before we sign off tonight, please jot these numbers down. If you would like to become a volunteer for any of the DDA events, please give Kim or Teresa a call at 734-261-2830. The DDA office is located at 29213 Ford Road. And once again, if you want to become a member of the GCBA or a volunteer for any of their upcoming events, please call 734-788-9319 or contact them once again through the website at gcbiz48135.org. Both the GCBA and DDA are working on events and dates right now, and we're always looking for volunteers. So if you want to be involved in moving the business community forward, please contact them today. Well, I think we're ready to call this a podcast. I want to thank my co-hosts, Tom and Mike, and also Michael Pack. We appreciate you joining us tonight. Come back anytime. You know you're more than welcome. Great job as always. Also, thanks for joining us in the chat room. Everyone, we had quite a few in the chat room tonight. Really appreciate your support. And to those that will be listening and downloading the show later and watching us on YouTube channel, we really appreciate your support every week. Remember, the audio from tonight's show will be made available on our Facebook page at facebook.com/GCChat shortly after we sign off tonight, and also on our main show page at TalkShoe.com. Search for show ID 82757. And look for the video of tonight's show tomorrow on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/communitychatshow. And don't forget to subscribe. All right, remember, the success of a community depends on the community. So please support your local businesses. And if you see something, say something. Look out for one another out there. For all your weather information, be sure to head on over to DrTomsWeather.com. He's got a great website over there. So on behalf of Tom, Mike, and Michael, this is Kerry saying take care and see you all next week, March 3rd, when our guest will be Mayor William Wild from Westland, right here on TalkShoe.com, show ID 82757. Have a good night. All right. Good show. All right, see you guys.